Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. If you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in, for being here, whether you're watching me here doing the live stream or if you come back later and watch the live stream afterwards. Okay. That being said, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Today I will be channeling messages, but first, if you're watching me after the live stream, just look down below in the description box, and there you will find the timestamps for this reading. This is the quarterly reading. And for those of you who are watching me live, you will be able to see the timestamps after I finish the live stream. Okay. That being said, we're going to start in a few minutes. All right, intuitive friends, welcome back. Hello, Virgo, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Virgo sun, moon, rising, or wherever you may have Virgo and important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today, Virgo, I'm going to be channeling messages and tapping into the potential quarterly roadmap for your 2026 reading. Now, I'm going to go quarter by quarter and taking a deep intuitive dive into the energetic currents potentially here for your 2026 forecast. So I'll be channeling messages and focusing on the key themes and, of course, the overall energy going quarter by quarter. First quarter being January, February, March, followed up by April, May, June. Third quarter being July, August, September. And last and final quarter, October, November, December. Of course, you will have timestamps down below. If you're watching me live, they will be coming up later. If you're watching me after the live stream, you will be able to see them obviously down below in the description box. This is a way for you to be able to come back throughout 2026 and take a look at each quarter also. So those timestamps are going to be a lot easier for you to look through if you just want to review or take a look or get more in-depth reading, okay, as the year unfolds, okay? That being said, Virgo, we're going to jump into your first quarter here, and then we will be continuing with the reading all the way to the fourth quarter. All right, Virgo, I'm going to place, you're going to be able to see it there. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, you're going to be able to see it there. All right, awesome. Hello, Virgo, and welcome back to the channel. As I mentioned in the introduction, today I'll be channeling messages and tapping into the potential quarterly roadmap for 2026. I'm going to go quarter by quarter and take an intuitive deep dive into the potential energetic currents for your 2026 forecast. Okay, I'm going to be focusing on key themes as well as the potential overall energy, focusing first, okay, on the first quarter, which is January, February, March. So that is where we will begin. All right, Virgo, let's take a look here at the potential energy here during the first quarter of the year, January, February, March. For some of you have already asked me, am I still going to do monthly readings throughout the year? Of course, yes, I am. But this is giving you just an overview to start off. I did readings like this back in 2022, for those of you who weren't part of my channel then. But for those of you that were, a lot of you were very, very interested in those quarterly readings. So let's take a look at what's coming through for you January, February, March, potentially here for 2026. Again, let's take a look at the key themes for this first quarter and the overall potential energy. Thank you so much, intuitive friends, for your thumbs up. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section if these messages resonate for you throughout 2026. Now, you have the King of Pentacles in reverse, followed by the King of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So 3 reversals here. Okay, 3 reversals here. How this is coming across here energetically for you, Virgo, is when the King of Pentacles, obviously you have 2 kings, you have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands in reverse. There may be a little bit of this energy, January, February, March, where you may feel like you're not at your kind of like strongest energy. There may be something brewing behind the scenes that you may feel a little bit, whether this could be a situation, circumstance, or event that may be not on the up and up, especially with the King of Coins in reverse. Okay, there could be either people around you or a situation where there's this sense here of either greed or someone being materialistic here. With the King of Pentacles energy, someone who may be, again, this could be in your energy field, or this could be a situation or an environment where people are not being very transparent in something that is either very valuable or it could be very much money related. I do feel here with the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, now of course, you looking towards me is going to look like it's in the upright position. So let me move it in this direction here. With the King of Wands in reverse, you may even feel like you've lost the inspiration in something here. This could be a situation with multiple people, okay? Because we have the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, or the King and the Queen of Pentacles. So this may not be your energy. They may be characters within the storyline that's coming through. So it could be multiple people. Okay, one person may be very focused on the materialistic situation, circumstance, or event. There could be someone here who's just being a bit of a bully or losing their temper here with the King of Wands in reverse. And with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, someone who may be a little bit manipulative or a bit possessive, okay? So I feel that this could be, again, a cast of characters, people that you may know, an environment, especially if this is connected to work. Now, it doesn't have to be connected to work, but it could, because we do have 2 Pentacles energy here, okay? And we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. This also could be connected to like family matters, okay? So there could be more than one person here, multiple members of the family, or this could be a social circle as well. So I feel that this is very much connected to other people, and it's coming up in your reading so that you could be in awareness. Again, this is a potential energy here, January, February, March. So there may be a little bit of tension here in some areas here, potentially for you. Of course, we're going to go and dig a little deeper and see if we could get more information. If it's not the people or a situation that you may be encountering here, whether it's in January, February, or March, this could be that you may feel a little bit lackluster in connection to either a situation, circumstance, event, or an environment. It's like either the connection or the environment is not, it doesn't feel right for you. Okay, so you may have lost your motivation to kind of continue to invest. And you may be pulling back that nurturing quality of you, Virgo, because something here in connection either to a person or a group of people or an environment here, could also be an area of your life, doesn't feel like it's on the up and up. Okay. Now, of course, we're going to take a look at more information here and we're going to get more clarity. And let's take a look here. But whatever this is, there's a lot of people involved. It's more than just like, it's not just you. It feels like it's you. It could be a circle of friends. It could be a job related situation. It could be friends, family, loved ones. But whatever it is, everyone is on the reverse. Okay, so let's see. Let's get more clarity here. All right, Virgo, let's see what else is coming through. Fates. Don't stress yourself over whatever this may be. It is in the hands of fate and the divine creator, your higher self. Something is going to work itself out, especially if you've been turning a blind eye towards something or someone or an environment. It's as if this is like the last straw of something here, where you're going to either be so uncomfortable that you're going to make very big moves because you no longer can deal with the people or the negativity or the lower vibrational environment that this may be. January, February, March. So I do feel that there is this sense here of there's a reason for whatever this may you may be potentially going through. Okay. It's one of those things where it feels like it's gonna hit that point where you're gonna say, okay, this is it. I'm going to make certain moves, or you know what, that's it. I'm going to shift in a new direction or course correct here in some way, shape, or form. But whatever this is, I do feel that you may be divinely protected and that there may be here a way out for you. It's kind of like you observing something is how this is coming through energetically. Like you're going to notice that something is not on the up and up here, whether it's a person, whether it's a friendship, whether it's family, whether it's your job, whether it's the people at your job, but something is going to feel or seem like something is not going to plan, and you're going to make some type of moves here. Okay, for some of you who were like, maybe perhaps around this time, kind of like, I need a sign. This may be that type of sign for you. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through for January, February, March, the potential forecast here or key themes. Now, of course, I will be doing the monthly readings for you, Virgo, but you know, just keep this in the back of your mind. Let's see what else is coming through here for you. Let's get more clarity here. Yeah, door to romance. It says door to romance, but I'm going to give you two messages that are coming through. Number one, it's not about the romance. I'll talk about the romance, potential romance here in a minute. The first thing that's coming through here is there may be a level of uncomfortability in a connection, a partnership, a marriage, a friendship, a family situation, work related, colleagues, staff, whatever this is, there's multiple people involved, is what I'm getting here. Okay, so that's number one. There's some sort of potential uncomfortability or a sense of becoming aware of people's personalities here. So masks may potentially fall around January, February, March of 2026, which is the first quarter. Should that happen, should that occur, okay, because again, this is a general reading. This could be in any area of your life, but I'm first talking about family and I'm talking about career, okay, arenas. Should that occur, there's this energy here that's coming through as this is going to be the moment for you to realize What is it that your heart's desire is calling you to do? To move towards, to pivot, whatever that is. So the door to romance is your heart's desire. And you may be shown the way here potentially, okay? You may be potentially shown the way through sign, symbol, synchronicities, serendipitous events. Serendipitous events are coincidences, okay? Things that just happen at a certain time to bring your attention to something. So it may lead you to your life's purpose or your soul's purpose, but there may be a pivot here. You could be choosing at this moment in time to pivot in a different direction when it comes to career or something having to do here potentially with your circle of friends, family, loved ones, etc. All right, so we're talking about career. That's what we're talking about. Now, if we're looking at this from the lens of love, then one or two things. There could be multiple people in your family or, partner, whatever this is, children, this could be in many different areas. Things may be coming up. Okay, you may start seeing something here, and you may make certain decisions here. Not because you feel like you have to, but more it's like you're seeing people's true colors here, is how this is coming across. And it's going to give you the opportunity to figure out what you want to do in regards to the area of romance. Do you want to stay? Do you want to leave? You see what I'm saying? Because we have the heart here in a cage, but the cage is open. Okay. So there's this energy here of, you can either stay or you can go. Okay. I do feel here with the door to romance for some of you, this could be reignited passion in your connection, especially if it's been a little bit rocky, perhaps during the first quarter, whether that's January, February, or March. I'm also getting here for those of you, obviously, who are in partnerships, reignited passion. Okay. Choosing, to either work this through, and so forth. But there's some of you who are single and it's coming across as like new love. Okay. It's coming across as you may, bump into someone here or meet someone here that is not the type of person that you've been saying no to. I feel that there may be multiple people here that you may be meeting, especially if you're single, along the way during the first quarter. I feel that at either 2 or 3, it's going to be like, heck no, this is not the energy that I'm looking for. Okay, one person may be a little bit frugal, another person may just not have the ambition and the initiative here to move forward in their in their life, or they're the I'll see how the energy flows type of individual. And I feel you're not interested in that. Another person may be a little bit more possessive or manipulative. You're not going to be interested in that. So it's like you choosing to like, okay, I've met several people, a couple of people, a few people, and I'm not really interested. Okay. So if you're looking at this through the love lens here, that may be what is coming through for you. Now, what's interesting is that I did talk about 3 people, because you have the King of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And sure enough, you do have here the number 3-3. Okay. So there you go. I don't know if you could see it. There you go. You should be able to see it now. Okay. You have the number 3-3 here. So there may be sign, symbol, synchronicities here with the number 3. Okay, it doesn't have to be, but there could be sign, symbol, synchronicities here with the number 3. Now, what's interesting is that number 3 is March. Okay, now what's interesting with March is that Aries season begins in March, mid-March, okay, which is spring season also. So there may be a big shift. You may be closing out chapters because, as we know, Pisces is the last astrological sign. So you could potentially be closing out chapters here with someone who may be very much in this Pentacles, in the King of Pentacles energy in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you could be ending those chapters so that you can begin here in a very new type of energy, starting with Aries season, which begins, I want to say like March 19th, 2021, around there. Okay, so that is how this is coming through. Let's continue to see what else unfolds throughout the next quarter. Up next, we have the second quarter. Hello, Virgo, and welcome back. Now we're going to be taking a look at the second quarter. April, May, June, potential energies here that may be coming through, focusing on the key themes around this second quarter, being April, May, and June. Now, whether you are a Virgo sun, a Virgo moon, or a Virgo rising, or maybe a Virgo north node, or any other important placements here, then these messages are for you. Remember, we're going to go quarter by quarter. I'm not going to give too much detailed information. I will say what comes through as always. But you could always stay tuned and take a look at the monthly readings as it unfolds for you in 2026. Now, Virgo, let's take a look here at what potential overall energy or key themes are showing up for you during the second quarter of 2026, and that quarter being April, May, June of 2026. All right, so we have here the Knight of Wands upright, the Page of Wands in reverse, and the Four of Wands in reverse. Now, this energy is a little bit better here with the Knight of Wands, okay? And the Knight of Wands is you feeling or embracing here. First of all, Knights are all about movement, okay? So you may have or you may embrace the energy here in April, May, or June of 2026 of wanting to move something forward. There's this energy of freedom, freedom to move, freedom to allow yourself to feel confident about something. There's no strings attached type of energy. There's this kind of like energy here of like, I'm going to do this solo. I'm going to, move something or move an idea, move an inspiration, move some type of motivation or ambition that you may be potentially feeling here during the second quarter. Now, this makes a lot of sense because remember here during the first quarter, January, February, March, I said that there may be either people or some type of cast of characters here that is going to make you take a step back and analyze how people are acting or reacting about something here in this first quarter, and that it will be up to you to figure out which direction you may want to move. So I do feel coming from this first quarter energy and moving to the second quarter energy of April, May, June, potentially you actually getting yourself out of this energy and really moving your inspiration forward, your passion, your drive, your ability to listen to your, like I said here, it could be your soul purpose or your your soul purpose or your life purpose here, but you're moving something forward. You're either leaving something behind or you're moving towards something else. Here with the Page of Wands in reverse, there may be a little bit of procrastination. So it's like you're moving towards something that either you may be doing it impatiently. Okay, so you got to be careful. Okay, kind of allow yourself to take a moment to really realize or figure out where you specifically want to move either a motivation, inspiration, or a drive. And here with the Four of Wands in reverse, there may be a little bit of strain here in regards to someone or something. Okay. Do I feel that you're going to be able to, move past it? I feel so, because this Knight of Wands energy is someone who's really very confident that no matter what may stand in their way, whether it's the fact that, something is taking too long, whether it's the fact that they need to just take a moment to analyze something, whether there is still perhaps here some type of energy that's coming from that first quarter where that King of Pentacles is in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Coins in his reverse. I feel that this is other people that may be involved. So whatever issues, whether they be family issues or issues here potentially here with work or partners, or however that may be for you, I feel you're going to be able to move past that. You're going to take risks. Okay, that's how this feels here. It feels like you're going to be very free spirited. You're going to take some type of risk. Yes, you may kind of hesitate a little bit, because you're going to see here how, how's the environment. Okay, and again, this isn't a general reading, so you may take a little bit of time to evaluate or observe the environment here with this Four of Wands in reverse. So something may feel a little bit tense, something may feel a little bit challenging, but you're very open to just kind of like pushing past it. Let's get to more clarity here in connection to the second quarter. And let's see what this may be specifically talking about here for you. Virgo, I hope you are enjoying these messages. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section, and always take a look here as 2026 unfolds, and as you end up taking a look at your monthly readings here on my channel. Just keep these messages in the back of your mind, okay? Because we'll see how this may unfold for you as 2026 unfolds. And look, here we go. A change in the wind. Again, there may be something here stemming from the first quarter where you don't see coming, but you're still going to say to yourself, look, come what may, I am going to move or push myself forward so that I can get to wherever I need to get to. Now, what's interesting here is that I mentioned here during the first quarter, January, February, March of 2026, you have the number 3 that came very kind of like, that was emphasized here during this first quarter. And what's interesting is that you're also getting, again, the number 3 here during the second quarter with the number 12. Now, this card says a change in the wind. So whatever shifts may be potentially occurring for you, you have the opportunity here to move past it. You may feel like something may be a little bit out of sync, or you may feel like either you or your ideas or your inspiration that you have as you are embodying this potential Knight of Wands energy, where you're very self-confident, you have this freedom to move as you choose and as you please, and you're allowing yourself to dig a little deeper with your passion, you're driving your inspiration. Even if your ideas are not welcomed, or even if there's tension in an environment, or an environment that's not harmonious here with the Four of Wands in reverse, something may not feel very stable, but you are going to kind of push your way through. Okay, so there is this sense of determination here with this Knight of Wands energy here, trying to pass through and push through, or kind of like ride its way through this potential wave. Okay, so there you go. It may be something that is very much connected to the first quarter. Okay, because this zebra would be, if I put this here, because this came first, so this would be here. This zebra is looking towards that past, and this is the past that it's looking towards. So it may be some type of remnant type of energy from the first quarter that you may still be trying to align or balance here during the second quarter. Okay, as I said, as the year unfolds for 2026, we'll see how this is kind of looking as the time unfolds. But for now, this Knight of Wands energy is feeling as if it's a fearless type of energy, someone who is bold, someone who is gonna conquer whatever that may be. Look at that, you have the Sun. So there, and I said this, I told you, I said I'm feeling Yes, it looks a little choppy. Yes, it may look a little bit tense, but you are okay. No matter what comes through here during the first or second quarter, you're going to be protected. I said that from the top of your reading because you have here the fates. So even if things look a little bit choppy, a little bit turbulent, or a little bit bleak, or a little bit kind of, difficult, there's this energy that's around you. Again, like with the fates, like something is beyond your control. You're going to be fine. It just may look like that. As long as you keep your spirits high and as long as you keep confident and have your eye on the prize, you're going to end up with a level of success. Now, the Sun card here, this is an oracle deck, but if we're talking about the Sun card in tarot, it is ruled by the sun. So you are going to have this sense of energy and, again, the sense of confidence, like I said, especially with the fact that the yellow sun here always gives me this energy of the solar plexus chakra, which is that of confidence and listening to your intuition. As long as you stay optimistic, I do feel here with the sun, there's going to be some type of happiness, success, or personal growth. Okay. So this is looking good. Like I said, you're going to push through whatever this may be. But at the end, there may be potentially here this beautiful silver lining, or at least you being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Remember, sometimes through difficulties, okay, a difficulty could be just a way for you to get to your happily ever after. Okay. As they say, a blessing in disguise type of energy. And in both your first quarter and your second quarter, it is giving that type of energy that no matter what may be happening around you, there is this energy here of not only just the fates or the ethereal, this protection here around you, but there's also this sense of you being optimistic that things are going to work out, and that may help you through uh, be able to reap the rewards of the success here with the sun card. Okay, so very, very positive energy. Now let's take a look at the third quarter, and the third quarter being July, August, September. Okay, Virgo. All right, let's place these cards here, and then we're going to jump into the third quarter. Hello, Virgo, and welcome back to the third quarter. The third quarter of your reading here is focusing on July, August, September of 2026. Now, I'll be channeling messages and tapping into the potential quarterly roadmap here for you for 2026. I'm going to go quarter by quarter, and this quarter being the third quarter, and take an intuitive deep dive into the potential energetic currents here on your 2026 forecast. I'll be focusing on the theme or the key themes here for you. I'll be taking an aerial overview of the overall energy here potentially for you during this third quarter. And of course, you can join me month by month as I do the monthly readings throughout 2026. But let's take a look here at your third quarter, July, August, September. All right, Virgo. Now remember, whether you are a Virgo sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Virgo north node or any other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. You have the Five of Coins in reverse. Now, I know to you it looks like it's upright, but I'm looking at from this direction, right? So my direction, it's in reverse. Now, listen. Five of Coins, if it were to come up right, it is a challenging card. But the fact that it's in reverse is actually lessens the impact of that strong kind of heavy energy. Okay. With the Five of Pentacles here, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, this is talking about that whatever this energy is, potentially July, August, September, is loosening up. Okay, it's getting better. Something is improving, something is progressing. Okay, from a loss or feeling as if something may have been lost, especially with the reading, like I said, January, February, March, which is the first quarter, and the second quarter that were a little bit of challenges here. This third quarter is seeming like, listen, things are improving. Something is getting better. Okay, there isn't this feeling like you're being left in the cold anymore. It feels like finally something is in the recovery mode. So you may be recovering something valuable, whether that valuable recovery may be finances, whether that valuable recovery may mean connections being repaired, mended, fixed, whether this is an opportunity, whether there are positive changes. But whatever this is, the Five of Pentacles in reverse is saying that your luck is improving. Something is getting better here during this third quarter, July, August, September. All right, let's take a look. And you know what's interesting? What I'm getting here for you, Virgo, is that there may be some placements here. Okay, so I want to talk about that because I just got that right now. There may be some placements that you have with signs that are connected to July, August, or September. So there may be other placements on your astrological natal chart here that may be connected here to this third quarter, July, August, September. Okay, so that I want to say that would be Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting like there could be here some shifts with that. And of course, I mean, you're Virgo, so that makes a lot of sense, especially once you get into your, no, but I think you're October, September, October. But yeah, something here is definitely very much connected here to, for some of you, your astrological chart. So the placement here may be ideal for you during this time. But let's see what's coming through. You have here the Page of Cups in reverse and the High Priestess upright. Yeah, your intuition is going to be super, super important. The fact that the Page of Cups is in reverse, there may be someone here who may be either acting immaturely or childish, or someone here, or it may be you, especially if you're doing something creative. You may feel like your creativity is not as open as you're used to. But I feel here that there is this sense of all you need to do is connect, make time to connect, to meditate, to lean into your yin energy. Okay. So if you do anything, if your job or anything that you're doing around this time has a lot to do with creativity, the arts, okay? If you're a writer, if you're, I don't know, fashion designer, whatever it is, music, poetry, there could be some type of creativity here that you may feel like it's a little bit stagnant. But I do feel that this is just telling you here with the High Priestess right after the Page of Cups in reverse is telling you here, listen, don't worry about it. Just this may be a time where you need to lean more into your yin energy so that you're able to unlock, okay, the unconscious mind, that creativity, that sacred knowledge, in order for you to allow yourself to improve or progress here in something. Okay, so whatever this is, this Page of Cup in reverse, it's more like, listen, your luck is improving. You may not see it that way, you may not feel like that may be the case, but there is something here that's improving. And if you don't feel like it's moving in as quick as you would like to see it, allow yourself to make some time. Give yourself that time for your sacred space to connect with the ethereal. The High Priestess, remember, is very much ruled by the moon. Okay, it's about following your inner knowing. So if you're doubting yourself, whether there may be something that could be happening here during July, August, or September, where you feel like a little lackluster in regards to something creative, or you're feeling like, I don't know, I don't know which way to turn with this specific situation, circumstance, or event. This is telling you, allow yourself to lean into that awareness, okay, that unconscious awareness. All right, you may also be in a position here as well, Virgo, where you are guided to teach or mentor others. Okay. Now, the high priestess is this ability to be in the one foot in the 3D world and another foot in the ethereal world. Okay. So there may be something here, especially if you are not just creative, but especially if you are practicing anything in the esoteric arts, like energy healing, like you're a yoga instructor, Pilates instructor, Reiki practitioner. You may kind of doubt something here or along those lines, but this is telling you here with the high priestess, all you need to do in order to improve your luck or have more positive changes or feel like you're recovering something valuable, whether that be your finances or something intangible here that is deeply valuable to you. All you need to do is allow yourself to lean into your spiritual strength. Okay. You may, around this time, you may be getting premonitions. You may be getting downloads as well. Okay. And there may be here a person that may be coming to you with a problem, and you may be the person to help improve their situation or give them some type of advice that's going to help this person turn their own luck around. So that's also coming through here for you. All right, let's take a look at more clarity here. Again, this is a general reading, so this can show up in different ways and in different areas of your life. Let's see what's coming through here. July, August, September, third quarter here for you, Virgo. And you have here new life. Look at that. You're, like I said, the recovery. I told you with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, this is telling you you are changing something. Something is improving. Something is finally, you're waking up to something. This could be finally waking up to your intuition if you're in the early stages or development of your six senses. For others of you, again, that first and second quarter may have been a little bit rocky here. Again, you're pushing yourself forward and you have the protection here of the ethereal. And in the first quarter and in the second quarter, you have the energy of the Knight of Wands kind of pushing through along with the Sun card at the end of that second quarter. So that's very positive. You've been pushing yourself through here so far in the first and second quarter. And here with the third quarter, July, August, September, it's looking like you're finally going to feel like you're back to the swing of things. And like I said, the high priestess, this energy of you connecting with your yin energy will be very useful for you. Okay, so there may be here this sense of you doing more meditation, really connecting with your sacred space, with ancestors, with spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs, your ability to maybe work with energy, work with the esoteric arts or esoteric sciences here. But there is this energy here where you're like things are going to feel better. And sure enough, you do have here the new life, which is showing someone finally waking up. There's new energy here that may be potentially coming through during this third quarter, July, August, September. All right, let's take a look here at more clarity in regards to this third quarter. And of course, we're going to end the reading with the fourth quarter that's coming up in a few. And let's see what's coming through for you. Don't forget here, Virgo, to take a look at the monthly readings throughout 2026, as those may give you even more insight in regards to your 2026 forecast. All right, let's take a look here. What's coming through for you? Thank you so much, intuitive friends, for your thumbs up. And don't forget to drop a rose and give me a thumbs up for your reading. You have here grieving. Okay, you have grieving and you have fertility. In order for, this is coming through as this energy that's positively changing during this July, August, September. This recovery phase, as I said at the top of the reading, your ability to feel back into the swing of things, have this new energy, may be for some of you, and I'm not saying it's all of you because this is a general reading, but the fact that the Page of Cups is in reverse, especially if you are in a romantic connection around this time, there may be someone here acting immaturely, emotionally immature, childish. There could be here a blocking, okay, where someone is giving someone else the cold shoulder type of energy. And there may be here some changes in regards to connections here. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic. This could also be non-romantic connections, but there could be here a situation, circumstance, or event that you may choose to either walk away from, or that someone may be choosing to walk away from, or there may be a little bit of tension here. If that's the case, what's coming through here is that yes, there may be a period here of feeling of grief and loss, but at the same time, it's going to give you an opportunity to start, to start giving yourself the self-care and the nurturing that you need, nurturing your yin energy. So for some of you, there may be here a situation, circumstance, or an event that may be a little bit emotionally taxing, but you are going to still move forward. Now, although fertility here in this deck is an oracle card, it's giving a lot of the energy of the Empress in tarot. Now, the Empress in tarot is about that fertility. Okay, it's about the fertile time. It's about the abundance phase, the new life, the slow growth or gestation of something evolving through dedication, through hard work, through allowing things to fall in its natural rhythm and space or place. Okay. And that's what's coming through, especially here with new life. Remember, new life is that new energy. So, although there may be here a situation, circumstance, or event that may be a little bit emotionally taxing here, whether this is in a connection, whether it's with friends, family, loved ones, or whether this may be connected to work or finances, there is a sense here, Virgo, that you're going to be able to move past it. Okay, you may be looking at the bright side of something. This could be that type of energy, as I said at the top of your reading, with the other quarters here, where there could be a blessing in disguise. Okay, so maybe something may be exiting, or you may be emotionally detaching from either a person or a situation or a circumstance, but it's going to bring you an opportunity here to find a new light, a new way, a new perspective, and maybe here even allow you to nurture yourself through whatever this may be potentially here for you. Okay, during the during the third quarter. That being said, Virgo, let's jump into the fourth and final quarter here for you. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. We're going to take a look at your last and final quarter, but so far it's looking good. Hello, Virgo, and welcome back. Whether you are a Virgo sun, moon, rising, or whether you are a Virgo in your North Node, Venus, or any other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today I'll be channeling messages and tapping into the potential quarterly roadmap for your 2026 reading. Now, I'm going quarter by quarter, and this quarter being your last and final, with this one focusing on October, November, December of 2026. But what I'm doing here is channeling messages focusing on your 2026 forecast, focusing on the key themes, the overall or aerial overview of each quarter, and taking a look at what it may be potentially looking like. Now, of course, this is a general reading, and of course, this could be in any area of your life. And stay tuned with the rest of your reading, as it will come out on a monthly basis, as always on my channel. Always take a look at the monthly playlist, and there you will find every single month of 2026 unfolding there for you. But this is just taking a quick overview and seeing what may be potentially coming through. I do want to thank those of you who are watching me live and giving me those thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Let's jump here, Virgo, and see what this last and final quarter here maybe potentially looking like here for you for 2026. Now remember, October, November, December here, Virgo. And again, you could be a Virgo in any area that is super important on your astrological natal chart. All right, let's take a look here. All right, and we have Ace of Swords in reverse, the Four of Coins in reverse with the Fool card upright. Listen, you're going to make some very big moves. You're going to take a leap forward. But first, let's talk about that Ace of Swords in reverse. Now, of course, you are not seeing it in reverse due to the fact of where I have my camera. But I'll do this just to give you a bit of how I'm looking at it. Okay, so I'm looking at it from this direction. With the Ace of Swords in reverse, there may be here a lack of focus in something. Okay, so something may be kind of like diverting your attention here. Okay, with this Ace of Swords in reverse. Now, when the Ace of Swords is in its upright position, it's about being critical and analyzing. It's also about understanding, having some type of breakthrough through a confusing time. So because it's in reverse, there could be here something having to do with misinformation. This could also be miscommunication. There could be some decisions here that you may have said to yourself, maybe I should have gone in this direction or instead of that one. There may be some lessons here potentially that could be learned, but there may be here a little bit of lack of focus. Maybe it's due to either an environment, a situation, a circumstance, or event. It could be something that may have been unfolding here throughout your 2026. Don't worry, we're going to get more clarity here. But the fact that the Ace of Swords in reverse is something that is not being very clearly seen or understood. Okay. Now, with the Four of Coins in reverse, there's going to be here potentially here you finally letting go of something that you were holding on to too tightly. Okay, now the Four of Coins, when it's in its upright position, it's about someone holding on to something to the point that they're just holding on to it where it's kind of seemingly in a way that is not as healthy. So the fact that this Four of Coins is in reverse is saying that you're letting go of something. It could be that you're letting go of seeing something from only your point of view, because that could also be here with the Ace of Swords. You're only seeing something from your point of view. You're not looking at it through different lenses. So there could be here this kind of like, yeah, you know what? Let me take a look at this from another perspective. The Four of Pentacles in reverse, you may be going through a time here where you're saying, you know what? Let me let go of that old idea, or let me let go of the confusion, or let me let go of the misinformation or the misunderstanding. Let me find out more information. Okay. Let me ask those key questions here is what I'm also getting here with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So I do feel that there is this energy of here of you letting go of something. It could also be here, especially if this is a disagreement. Okay, letting go of the disagreement, letting go of the regret or the feeling of tension here in regards to someone or something. Okay, now what's very positive here is the fact that the fact that you're letting go of something that again may be confusing, that may be causing a little bit lack of focus, where you may not know which way to turn or which, how to see something clearly. You're making some other decisions here, October, November, December. Now, you may be making the choice here of leaving this whole situation behind, or this person, this environment, or whatever this may be about here. That especially here with the Ace of Swords is causing that sense of misunderstanding, misinformation, or confusion. So you may walk away from that. You could be here talking about, or maybe even thinking about, either relocating, whether that is in career, whether that is residence, whether it's you leaving a group of people, a social circle, an environment, leaving your job, or walking away from something. The Fool card in tarot is about having a fresh new start. This could also be here that perhaps, if, especially if it's a like a misunderstanding or an argument or a disagreement, you may either choose to sever ties with whatever this may be, or you may also choose here to have the hope of starting new again, but in a different way. Okay. So that is also coming through for you. The Fool card is also about getting out of the comfort zone. So something here may be a little bit uncomfortable, but you may choose here October, November, December of 2026 to make a new start or move in a new direction. That could also be here you getting out of your comfort zone. I'm also feeling here, especially with the fact that the Fool card is ruled by Uranus, and if you have any placements that are connected to, of course, the house that Gemini rules on the astrological zodiac, on your astrological natal chart. So the house that Gemini rules, or if you have Gemini somewhere in your placements on your astrological natal chart, keep an eye out because Uranus in Gemini, which is going to happen here and stay in Gemini for the next 7 years or so, is going to create a lot of shifts and changes. So if you do have Gemini on your astrological natal chart, those could be here, the spots here that we were talking about, those little kind of turbulent energies here, but it could also push you into moving in a whole new direction. So maybe that push is a push, or that that little nudge that you need in order to actually start something completely new and take a leap of faith. Okay, now let's get more clarity here and let's see what else is coming through for you. All right, let's see what's coming through. Let's get more clarity with the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Fool card upright. You may also be traveling around this time as well, October, November, December of 2026. You may be for some of you is a staycation, but for others of you, it may be travel, or you may be traveling more often around that fourth quarter. You could also end up getting visitors. People could be visiting you as well. So it could be in the reverse, okay? It could be someone coming towards you because someone is going on vacation and they're going to visit you, or they're going to come see you, okay? I do feel this like very hopeful type of energy here. And look at that. You have a deep knowing. Your intuition is going to be super, super on point here. So pay attention. And it brings me to have to talk about the following. Your third quarter. Remember that in your third quarter, July, August, September, which by the way is up here. I don't know if you could see my hand, but it's up here. You have here the High Priestess. Okay, which I mentioned here about your intuition, your sixth senses, your ability to listen to that inner knowing, that gut level feeling. And it feels like that is going to be also very prominent and very at the forefront here for you, October, November, December of 2026. Whatever situation, circumstance, or event that you may be taking a leap forward towards here with this Fool card, this is saying that if it feels like, how can I say it? Because I'm getting the energy. I want to be able, like, if you feel like that's what you should do intuitively, then you're going to do it. So there's something about your gut level feeling here, giving you the strength, or giving you here the kick, right? The nudge that you need in order for you to take a leap of faith, whether this is talking about travel, whether this is talking about relocation, whether this is about starting something new, whether this is talking about a fresh new start in something that you've been meaning to do, and you've been feeling inspired to move towards that energy to do it. This deep knowing is talking about you listening to that inner voice. And look at that, observer is right behind. So again, there's this energy here of something that you may be looking towards, and actually getting yourself out of the comfort zone and actually doing it here. Okay. So there is this sense of being courageous, being brave, and listening to your intuition. Let's see what else is coming through. Yeah, it's like, especially here with this Four of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you finally saying to yourself, you know what? I'm going to make up my mind here and just let go in a way that I'm just not going to hesitate on something. Now, whatever this is, I would advise you to make sure you're fully informed, okay? Because remember, this Ace of Swords is in reverse. So there may be here some type of information you may need to ask the right questions, ask the right people who are knowledgeable here. So whatever this kind of leap of faith that you feel like you want to move towards, especially with the fact that the deep knowing is here, if I were you around this time, October, November, December, in whatever area this would be, I would definitely ask someone's expert advice before I actually move in that direction. Okay, because we don't want to do it blindly. So if you are going to make a decision, make sure it's an informed decision. Okay, so you're not letting yourself kind of move in a direction without a lack of focus. Okay. So again, just want to bring that up here for you. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Let's see your last and final quarter here. And you have here the solar plexus. Listening to your intuition is going to be key. The third chakra. Now, the third chakra is also about self-belief. Self-belief, your self-confidence. You listening to your inner oracle. You allowing yourself to pay attention to your solar plexus, to that deep knowing, listening to your sixth senses here in some way, shape, or form. That's number one. Number two, solar plexus have a lot to do with the connection of our self-confidence. So making sure that whatever it is that you move towards during this potential time, October, November, December, that you do it fully informed. As I said, that Ace of Swords is in reverse. So make sure that you get the right information from people that know and people that can answer those questions thoroughly for you, so that you can again let go of any insecurities that you may feel surrounding something, and you can make an informed decision and a leap of faith. But take that leap of faith knowing that you are clear in whatever this is, because your intuition here may also be giving you even more hints here in whatever this is. Okay, so that is what's coming through for you, Virgo. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section to let me know that these messages have resonated for you throughout 2026. And of course, don't forget to come back to the monthly playlists on my channel, so that you could take a look at play by play, month by month, what other important details may potentially be unfolding for you throughout 2026. Virgo, thank you so much for joining and tuning in. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Turn on your notification bell and all alerts. And if you haven't, subscribed to the channel, consider doing so. See you. Take care and have a great 2026.